Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to revise Chapter 8 from the grammar, that is simple, compound, and complex sentences. So get ready. I'm giving you 2 minutes with your grammar book. Sentences can be constructed in 3 ways: simple, compound, and complex. Simple sentence express a single and complete thought. For example, that tree is huge. A simple sentence contain only one finite verb. Now, verbs, as we discussed in chapter 6, what is finite verb? It has a subject and a predicate. So, simple sentence has one subject and one predicate. So, simple sentence, as I told you, it expresses a single complete thought. Coming to the second type, a compound sentence. Compound sentence consists of two independent clauses, or you can say two or more coordinate clause. These clauses are independent. Independent means they are able to stand on its own. These clauses able to stand on its own, they are not dependent upon the another clause for its meaning. For example, I got the map of the fair, but I can't find the food stall. So here clause 1 is I got the map of the fair, and second clause is I can't find the food stall. Now here both the clauses are joined by subordinating conjunction but. These two clauses are independent. They show two thoughts that are connected to each other. They are of equal importance and they convey complete meaning or sense by themselves. As I told you, independent clause, they can stand on its own. They do not depend upon the another clause for its meaning. So, a compound sentence consists of two independent clause, or you can say two or more, one or more coordinate clause, and these clauses are coordinate with each other. As they coordinate with each other, they are independent clause. So, in compound sentence, the clauses are joined by using coordinating conjunctions like and, but, or, so. Conjunction and is used to connect similar ideas, but is used to connect opposite ideas, or is used to connect equally important choices, and so is used to connect equally important results. So, clauses in compound sentence, they are joined by coordinating conjunctions and, but, or, so. Coming to the third type, that is complex sentence. Complex sentence has one independent clause and one or more dependent clause. Independent clause is also known as principal clause or main clause, and the dependent clause is known as subordinate clause. For example, when he heard the news, he was astonished. He was astonished is the independent clause, or you can say principal clause here, and dependent clause is when he heard the news. As I told you, compound sentences. In compound sentences, clauses are joined by using coordinating conjunctions and, but, or, so. In complex sentences, the dependent clause, they started with the following words like although, as if, before, after, because, though, even though, while, when, whenever, during, as soon as long as, since, until, unless, where, and wherever. So these subordinate clause, when he heard the news, begin with the word when. So this is the dependent clause. It cannot stand on its own. It depends upon the principal clause for its meaning. Let us take at some more examples for simple, compound, and complex sentences. Like the road was very dusty. It is a simple sentence. It was raining that day and there was also lightning. It is a compound sentence. You can see it was raining that day is one clause. There was also lightning is the second clause, and both the dependent clause are joined by coordinating conjunction and. So it is a compound sentence. Before she reached her house, they set up a birthday party. Now, here they set up a birthday party is the independent clause, but before she reached her house is a dependent clause, so it is a complex sentence. Mahesh is eating cake. So it is a simple sentence. They rested when night fell. So when night fell is the dependent clause and they rested is the independent clause. So it is a complex sentence. So let us revise what we have learned today. We learned about three type of sentences: simple, compound and complex sentences. Sentences are constructed in three ways and they are simple, compound and complex. Simple sentence express a single complete thought. It has a one finite verb, that is it has one subject and one predicate. Compound sentence consists of two independent clause, or you can say two or more coordinate clause. These coordinate clauses are independent and they are joined by coordinating conjunctions and, but, or, so. And, but, or, so. And is used to connect similar ideas, but is used to connect opposite ideas, or is used for to connect equally important choices, and so is used to connect equally important results. Or it can also be used in continuation of an idea. Then we discussed about complex sentence, that it contain one independent and one dependent clause. Independent clause is also known as principal clause and dependent clause is also known as subordinate clause. Complex sentence started with the words like, although, as if, before, after, because, though, even though, while, when, whenever, during, as soon as long as, until, unless, since, where, wherever. So these are the words through which dependent clause, or you can say subordinate clause, begins. So I hope today's lecture regarding simple, compound and complex sentences is clear to you. If something is not clear to you, you are free to ask anytime during online classes and do the practice of exercise on your own. Thank you and have a nice day.